Okay, we are on the precipice. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? There's big energy coming in. However, there's still this energy feeling almost like a stone in our shoe that we still need to address. So what's the energy coming in for you? We've got a loaded astrological week coming up this next week that's going to set the stage for your next book of life. Big, big, big energy. But there's still some things to work out this week. There's still that stone in your shoe. So like, what is it? How do we navigate that? Let's jump in. Hi, welcome to Mistful Musings with Morgana. If you haven't, follow me so that we can navigate this batshit energy together this year. All right, so let's jump in it. As I was channeling today, I was noticing two contrasting feelings. I was noticing this bright sunny day, this warm weather. It's kind of warming up in the Midwest. We're getting our February warm up. So there's this bright sunny weather, looking at the robins, feeling spring come up, feeling like, whew, it lightens up my soul, right? However, there was a stone in my shoe. There's a stone in my shoe and it's driving me bonkers. So it's like kind of distracting me from this bright, shiny weather. This stone in my shoe, this little piece of flare coming off my head, like it's distracting. But it's part of the experience. It's part of the experience. So we must deal with it. Okay, so let's jump in. I pulled 3 oracle cards to set the exterior energy, just get us going here, overall themes, and then we're going to pull some tarot to jump in and pick this apart just a little bit more. Okay, first card we got here from our Avalon deck is number 9. I felt called to wear my little snake. I love the snake. The divine feminine is just fantastical to me. It's that Kundalini feminine energy rising, but we are also transitioning out of the snake this year, or this coming week, this week, right? We're going to put it to bed as of next week. So we got the number 9 card. It's the card of endings. It's the card of sheddings. It's the card of letting go, right? It's the card of coming into our own, coming into growing new skin. This is the card of Chalice Hill. This fair maiden is open. Her chalice is open to receive divine inspiration, to receive divine blessings from spirit. And this card is all about faith, balance, which I think is so interesting because we're balancing that like sunny day, that new energy with the stone in our shoe, right? Wellness and yin and yang, balancing that feminine, masculine energy, as well as the snake, wood snake. What we're transitioning out of is such a feminine energy, and we're really transforming into more of this kind of masculine fire horse energy. So this is very, very exemplary of the energy around us. So let's read a little bit about the Chalice Hill. We can get that in view here. Chalice, holder of connection to spirit and essence of life. Drink from this. Let your feelings flow and allow yourself to be vulnerable, which is such a huge theme this week. Venus is moving into, or has moved into, Pisces, which is like really loves that space because it's like dreamy, lovey-dovey, very emotional. And this chalice does represent like the cup of emotions, the cup of love, and it's just like bubbling, filling over. And it's saying, let yourself be vulnerable, be open to receiving and enjoying the flow of life. In the past, maybe you've had to restrain your emotions, and maybe you've altered your emotional responses to get over life's hurdles, right? You have, just adapted in order to move through life, and Spirit's saying, no more of that, no more. So now it's time to integrate that feminine energy, integrate that snake energy, and combine it with the masculine energy coming in. Allow your vulnerability to transform and manifest new inspirational opportunities. Feel the confidence in allowing your feelings to flow and feel vulnerable. In order to create something new and authentic, it's going to be your willingness to be open and vulnerable that will make that manifest and come into fruition. The mantra for this card is, I am in the flow. I'm in the flow, right? Even though there's stones in our shoes and we're ending something, right? There's still this abundance of warmth and spring and fertile energy around and available for us to also tap into. So the next card we got here is from our Sacred Traveler deck, and we get the card of Uncovering Treasure. So here's this absolutely beautiful dragon, which we had 2 years ago in 2024, was really pinnacle for setting the stage of what energy we're moving into right now. And that dragon is protected in like a mother, like all coiled up, protecting that beautiful bounty beneath her. And she's saying, beneath the surface lies great bounty, right? So, our mantra here is, I'm in the flow, I am open, I'm receiving, I'm vulnerable. And it's when we're in our vulnerable state, when we can connect deeply with our emotions, that is the treasure, and that will lead us to great manifestations, great treasure. And it doesn't have to be like this worldly kind of crazy thing. It could be something as coming back into power, coming back into sovereignty with self, being inspired in new creative ways, getting rid of the people that drain you, stopping yourself from looping into, looping pattern cycles, behaviors, getting rid of that toxicity and choosing better for yourself, And by choosing better for yourself, you're not only helping yourself, you're helping the collective energy, which is what Pluto and Aquarius is all about, which is what all this crazy astrological shifts and transformations this month and this year is about, right? So there is great bounty underneath the surface, but don't be afraid to dive in, get vulnerable, and find it. The next card we get, angel card, Evolution. It's the card of 5, 6, 7. So we're rising up there in our numbers, and it's saying you are evolving spiritually and emotionally, moving towards greater wisdom and understanding. Friends, we're not icing our feelings out anymore. We're not icing our hearts over just to cope. We are calling out our trauma mechanisms, our trauma responses. We are reconnecting with that divine feminine within so that we are allowing her to speak with us and flow with her in order to grow and gain better wisdom and understanding. Okay, so let's jump into the tarot cards right now. So tell me, drop a comment. What does the sun represent this week in your life? What are you feeling happy about? What are you feeling inspired about? And also, what does the stone represent? What's the stone in your life? Talk to me. I'd love to know more about that. Also, if you haven't followed our channel, let's be friends. I'd love to connect with you more. I'd love for you to benefit from our readings. All right, so, and the one on the bottom here. Okay, so the first card we get here is the 7 of Wands. 7 is the card of truth. Wands is a very fiery energy. It's inspiration, it's creativity, it's putting in the work, it's working hard, right? And so this person is really fighting for his truth. He's not backing down, he's not giving in, right? But this card is also reminding us that don't put in effort where you're not seeing reciprocity back. Make sure that you're standing in your truth, and it's good to work hard, right? In order to manifest things, yes, we have to believe in ourselves. We have to see it. We have to feel it. We have to do the inner work, but we have to freaking take steps to integrate that, not only on the internal, but the external too. We got to put in the work. We have to put in the work. So this card is saying, hey, put in the work to your truth, but discern what is available for your truth and who or what is not, right? Make that discernment, make that decision. Next card we get here is the Knight of Pentacles. This knight is coming to offer you a gift of new beginning, a seed that perhaps you want to plant, right? However, he's riding a dark horse. And every time I see this card, it's like you have to let something go, surrender something, let something die, call yourself out, call somebody else out in order for you to take that seed of new beginnings. He's offering you some kind of gift there, right? But you can't ride two horses with one ass. So get your ass off one horse so that you can receive your new beginning, your new seed. Okay, and then we get the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So in the upright, and I think we actually got that the other day too. So in the upright, no, like literally, I think the last reading I did, we got the Ace of Pentacles. So in the upright here, we are seeing the universe is giving you an opportunity. There's an opportunity present. Oh my God, yay. Something that you can tangibly touch, feel, home, wealth, health, new health opportunities, eating right, feeling good, looking good, smelling good, getting a new job, asking for more money, moving, doing something like that, right? Some new beginning is there as we're seeing like, hey, this little guy is like, I'm giving you this opportunity, but you got to let something go. And the universe is giving us an opportunity. We must walk through that portal in order to take that opportunity and plant that seed so that we can see something move to fruition. But in the reverse position, it's slowed, it's stuck, there's friction around it, right? So perhaps, what horse are you also attempting to ride, right? One ass, two horses, you got to get rid of a horse in order to get this. And maybe you're working really hard here. Maybe you're working and you're trying to like prove yourself. You know how like when you have to, prove to somebody, like tell someone who you are. Enough with that. We are done telling somebody who we are. We are nobody's therapist. We are nobody's mother. We are, done. Let people do their own work. Stop fighting to have your truth be heard or seen or witnessed. Speak to the people that can hear you and then offer reciprocity, all right? And perhaps that will start to unstick some of this energy so that you can take this new seed and nurture this treasure because, man, it's coming in. But you got to kind of call yourself out in that space, right? So here we've got the Queen of Cups in reverse, last one. And she's kind of like the exalted mother, the exalted feminine, right? She's the queen of the heart. She's the queen of the womb space. She's the queen of her wild heart. And she has tons of intuition. She moves through life with intuition. She moves through life connected to her feelings, and she allows those feelings to guide her. She nurtures, she mothers, she creates, but here we're disconnected from that space. And in the Chalice Hill card, they're saying, hey, you got to bring something into balance so you can fully step into this feminine energy. We are healing our emotions. We are coming out of the closet. We are evolving in our heart space. We are evolving in our heart space. We are no longer participating in, traumatic cycles, learned behaviors to keep to keep ourselves small and keep other people exalted. That's not what is freaking happening here. We are bringing ourselves back into balance. We're going to flip her upside down. We are going to take that throne of sovereignty via our vulnerability and our emotions. And that is going to lead us to our treasures, friends. All right. So this is your reading for today on February 10th, 2026. Make sure to drop a comment and let me know how this resonates. Follow us for more. Oh, and I have to show you this too, because I love these. I found my earrings. Okay, so I have these. I'm obsessed with swords. I'm obsessed with knives. They're always like really cool. I think it's like a past life deal. But I found my sword earrings and I'm wearing my sword earrings. So like I felt called. So maybe you need to find your sword of truth and, not physically, right? But find your sword of truth and follow that truth to help you uncover your treasure. All right, friends, I'm wishing you lots of love and blessings. Take care.